back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name's Elise and I am currently in recovery from anorexia. So I've gotten up this morning and I'm feeling really anxious and I have a lot of panic, which seems to just happen every morning I wake up like that. And I'm still finding even breakfast, which I've been doing for a long time now, quite challenging. I know I need to push myself more, but I'm still overwhelmed with the panic. So I thought today that I would have a little chat around the feelings of guilt and using distractions. So before we do that, it's time to go have breakfast. So come and have breakfast with me and I'll talk to you soon.
Up and down it goes like a great wave across my own home. All the questions of the mind trying to find a way to show that I got darkness, I got light, I got everything in between. Don't deny any side, I don't cut branches off my tree. Great storm clouds, holding rain, it's part of nature to hold.
This is your reminder that food doesn't have to be pretty, it just needs to be food.
Falls and then we watch a new thing grow. Coming, feelings leaving, that is just the way it goes. Feelings coming, feelings leaving, that is just the way it goes. Had to surrender to the mystery I often never know. Oh, treat it like a way to treat it like a never-ending day. The laughter, all the tears are just a part of.
I swear every time I film I have more squishmallows and they're really cute and really cuddly. Great for when you're upset. But anyway, I've had breakfast now and I thought I'd just have a little chat because I'm feeling really guilty at the moment, which I know pretty much all of us feel after eating, even though food is not optional, it's a given right. We're meant to have food, we need fuel to live, and logically we can say that, but of course our eating disorder brain doesn't want to let us think that. And anorexia or bulimia or whatever your disorder is, because they're all valid, they're all difficult, and you are sick enough, whatever your eating disorder is, it will jump on anything to make you feel bad. One of the other things about being guilty is also the guilt of being sick feeds into it as well, I find. So like, I feel really bad for dragging other people through this. Even though getting sick wasn't a choice, it is my choice to get better. So yeah, guilt is a really strong emotion. It makes us feel like we've done something wrong, but eating is not wrong. And you know, we shouldn't feel guilty for doing that. So I thought I came up with like a list of suggestions for different distractions to have once you've eaten, especially when you've had a really challenging meal. So I'm gonna push myself today with some of my food. And I have my list of distractions ready, so I might put some pictures up just here. So the first thing I came up with was a paint by numbers or arts and crafts, you know, keeping your hands busy, keeping your mind busy. I'm doing one at the moment. I find them really relaxing. I found them really relaxing when I had a really challenging meal in hospital. And it's a really good distraction. You can just put some headphones on, you can listen to a podcast or have some Netflix playing in the background, and it just keeps you busy while you wait for the guilt to subside, because that's the thing, the guilt will subside eventually. Another thing you can do is journaling. Get yourself a nice journal that you really like, you really vibe with, and that can just, you know, get the thoughts out of your head. So that guilt, sorry, I'm kind of like squinting because it's really sunny in my room. Another one is to phone or talk to someone, and maybe not eat alone if possible. I know that's not always an option for everyone, but I always eat with other people to help make me accountable, but also, you know, to share the feelings with someone and tell someone how I'm feeling. So if you're really struggling after a meal, call a friend who you trust. That can be really helpful just to distract you as well. Or even if you don't want to talk about the guilt, maybe you just want to chat to someone just as a distraction, see how they're going. Because I've noticed that when you're caught up in your eating disorder, you can become very self-centered, and not intentionally, but we forget to find out about other people because we're struggling so much. So I've been making a real effort to reach out to others and ask them about their lives and stuff. So that could be something you can do. Another option is to read or watch something. You've got a good book. I love reading animal books, like non-fiction animal books, because I'm a little science nerd. Or watch some Netflix. Put on a good show that you can just binge, like what was I watching? Oh, Emily in Paris is back on, if you like that corny show. It's just light humor. Find a good show to watch. Another one I found really helpful was to do like your life admin or organization as a distraction. So sometimes I'm tidying up my room, or like I'm writing dates in my diary so I know when things are coming up. You know, just getting organized to help kind of organize your mind as well. Another option is if you've got animals, spend some time with them. You know, if you've got a dog, have a cuddle with your dog. Or I have a bird, so I always talk to her and just do some things with her. Animals are really grounding for us, and they can be really helpful in a challenging meal. Again, watching recovery videos. Sometimes when I'm in a really low mood, I like to watch recovery videos, so like Row Recovery or Mexi Recovery, because, you know, it's nice to know that you're not alone. Wow, the sun is really bright. Good old Australia. Doing breathing exercises, so deep breaths, especially if you're feeling a lot of panic, that can be really challenging as well. And another one I've heard is actually quite helpful is like doing like a jigsaw and listening to a podcast, because it's keeping your mind and your hands busy. So there's just some things to help you distract yourself. I'll come and chat again later. I need to get ready for the day, and I hope you take some of those on board. Definitely get a paint by numbers, because they are epic, and you can hang it up and be like, I did this, it's really cool. And I'm talking really quickly because I'm really anxious right now, but I got through breakfast and I'm gonna get through my snack in a couple of hours time, so I will chat to you then. So we just went to the shops, and I'm about to have my snack now, which I am really nervous about. I'm going to be having a little peanut bar and a juice, both which are really big fear foods for me. And sorry, my voice is so croaky. And yeah, I'm trying to just remind myself of my reasons why I'm doing this. You know, I want a baby, I want to get better, I want to be free from anorexia. I don't want to be stuck like this. I don't want to be crying over every meal. And just remember that, you know, none of us are going to have the same fear foods. None of us are going to have the same reactions to food. So don't compare your reactions or your preferences or your fear foods to me. But yeah, I've got to go do this now, and I'm just trying to breathe, and I'll have my distractions ready for afterwards. So I just had my snack, and it was almost like it actually tasted really good, which my anorexia hates me saying anything tastes good or that I actually enjoyed something, because it literally does not want me to be happy. But it was really challenging because peanut butter is a huge fear food for me, and yeah, I tend to work myself up a lot beforehand as well when I know something intimidating is coming. And I know it didn't look like much, to, you know, to the everyday person, but juice and a peanut bar is huge for me. So I've challenged it once, but I've got to keep challenging it to make it a lot less scary. And at the end of the day, I know logically it's just food. My body needs it. You know, I do need to gain weight, and this is bringing me one step closer to having a baby. So I'm just trying to remind myself of that, and, you know, fighting the urge to compensate as well. So making sure I don't compensate at lunchtime by restricting or trying to engage in exercise. So I thought, you know, as a little bit of a distraction for me and some ideas, if you do have trouble with exercise, which I do, some little tips to like stop yourself working out extra through the day. You know, wearing non-workout clothes, like I'm in a dress right now, so I don't have that, like, that temptation isn't there to exercise. Having my reasons to recover with me, and reminding myself that, like, you know, that this will be worth it, and, you know, you don't want to spend your whole day planned around your exercise routine and your food. It's not fun, it's not sustainable, and I hate living like that, which is why I'm really fighting for recovery. It also really helps when you have a challenging meal to have someone with you. I have my parents with me at the moment, and my mum was very supportive and encouraging, and yeah, I just think having someone with you is always good. And also, don't suppress your emotions. I know that can sometimes be like, you don't necessarily want to be having like a meltdown, and it's okay to cry, it's okay to not cry as well, but don't suppress the emotions that come up, because suppression just makes them grow bigger and bigger, and then they're just bottled up inside of you. So yeah, definitely, if you do need to have a cry, let it out. Like, you don't necessarily need to do it at the table, but you can just let it out when you come to your room or while you're doing a distraction. I used to cry all the time while I was doing my paint by numbers, because it was just a release for me, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's also nothing wrong with not crying either. Like, you might feel angry, you might feel happy, you might feel proud. Whatever emotion it is, let it out. You know, find a way to let it out. Talk to someone. Yeah, and just another thing, what I'm trying to do at the moment is treat each meal like a single event. So, you know, that's morning tea done. That's in the past now. I don't need to change lunch to match that. So I hope this has helped you, and I hope you had a snack as well. If you don't, go get one. Rewatch the part where I'm eating it. I feel really anxious and really stressed out and really guilty at the moment, but I am going to go do some paint by numbers, and I will see you in the next video. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And sorry, my voice is so croaky. I'm not sure why. It might be from being at work, but you've got this. Don't give up. Become the sunshine in your own life, and I'll see you in the next video.